Hi, I am Dr. Kishmu, Assistant Professor, Department of Biotechnology, Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. I am here to discuss about the basic structure of DNA. So deoxyribose, as the name might suggest, is a ribose which has lost an oxygen atom, that is deoxy. Here in this structure you could see the loss of an oxygen atom, whereas in RNA it is ribonucleic acid, whereas in DNA it is deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is made up of molecules called as nucleotides. So each nucleotide contains a phosphate group, a sugar group and a nitrogen base. And there are four types of nitrogen bases, that is adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. The nucleotides are joined to one another in a chain by covalent bonds and they are known as phosphodiester linkage between the sugar of one nucleotide and the phosphate of the next, resulting in an alternate sugar phosphate backbone. The nitrogenous base of two separate polynucleotide strands are bound together according to the base pairing rules, that is adenine with thymine, cytosine with guanine, with hydrogen bonds to make a double-stranded DNA. The only other thing you need to know about deoxyribose is how the carbon atoms in the rings are numbered. So if you look at this structure, the carbon atom position in the ribose sugar is carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and in DNA we call it as 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime and 5 prime. As we all know that DNA consists in 5 prime to 3 prime direction, that is the carbon atom at the 5 prime end and at the 3 prime end. So next is attaching a phosphate group to the ribose sugar. The other repeating part of DNA backbone is a phosphate group. Here, to the sugar molecule in the DNA, a phosphate group is attached at the 5 prime end of the ribose sugar. Then is attaching a base and making a nucleotide. Here in the ribose sugar at the 5 prime end, a phosphate group is attached, and in the 1 prime end, a nucleotide base is attached. And adenine is base paired with thymine with 2 hydrogen atoms, whereas guanine is base paired with cytosine with 3 hydrogen bonds. So here in this structure, the sugar molecule is attached to the nucleotides with a hydrogen bond, and the phosphate group with the sugar molecule is attached to the adjacent ribose sugar with the phosphodiester bond, and this you call it as sugar phosphate backbone. So you all know that DNA is negatively charged, and why this DNA is negatively charged? DNA has a negative charge due to the negative charges of its phosphate component. A phosphate group in the DNA backbone carry negatively charged oxygen molecules, giving the phosphate sugar backbone of a DNA an overall negative charge. Here if you look at the structure, the oxygen atoms which is present in the phosphate groups have a negative charge, which gives the DNA a negative charge. So the DNA is, since because of the negative charge which is present in the backbone of the DNA molecule, DNA is more stable. This is the overall structure of the DNA strands, where you will have a phosphate group, a sugar molecule attached to a nucleotide, and those nucleotides are attached with the adjacent nucleotides with hydrogen bonds. If it is guanine and cytosine with 3 hydrogen bonds, whereas in thymine and adenine 2 hydrogen bonds. And DNA is, as you all know, that DNA is synthesized from 5 prime to 3 prime direction. How it is synthesized? Like at the 5 prime end a phosphate group is attached, and at the 3 prime end the adjacent phosphate group attached to the ribose sugar. So coming to the base pairing rule, we call it as Chargaff's rule, where adenine base pairs with thymine and cytosine base pairs with guanine. And you may have a doubt that why only adenine base pairs with thymine, guanine base pairs with cytosine? Why not adenine with guanine, or thymine with cytosine, or adenine with cytosine, or guanine with thymine? It is because of the rings which is present in the nucleotides. In case of adenine, it is a 2-ring structure, and thymine is a single ring structure, that is 2 plus 1 ring. And in guanine it is 2 ring with 1 ring. But in case of adenine and guanine, you have 2 rings which is not accommodated in the DNA helix. Whereas in adenine and cytosine, you have two rings with one single ring, even though it is attached to the helix, but it is not possible because of the weak hydrogen bonds present between the adenine and cytosine and guanine and thymine. So if you look at this structure, this is the helix of the DNA, where DNA with two nitrogen rings are not accommodated to the DNA helix, so that binding of two molecules of double ring structure is not possible. The same time, the molecules with two single ring structure is not possible because there will be a gap in the helix. So that is why only adenine is bound with thymine and guanine with cytosine. Thank you.